So, Andrew Cuomo, the idiot governor of New York, who's presided over one of the worst death per million rates in the nation, he said yesterday that officers must enforce COVID-19 laws. In fact, if you don't enforce a COVID-19 law and you're an officer and you refuse to do it, you're a dictator. So I think he doesn't understand a language that we call English, where dictators are people like, I don't know, who declare randomly that we should completely shut down an entire state's school district for no apparent reason. That seems more dictatorial than an officer saying, I'm not going to enforce mandates that seem to me to violate individual liberties. Nonetheless, according to Andrew Cuomo, it's the officers who are the dictators.
I believe that law enforcement officer violates his or her constitutional duty. I don't consider them a law enforcement officer because you don't have the right to pick laws that you think you will enforce, and you don't enforce laws that you don't agree with, right? That's not a law enforcement officer. That's a dictator.
A dictator is the person who decides he doesn't want to enforce particular. Somebody should talk to Barack Obama about the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. I'm old enough to remember when that guy declared that he could simply disregard immigration law because he was a magical man, and he could use his pen and his phone to magically change law. Andrew Cuomo might want to talk to that guy about selective enforcement of law. Also, the good news for Andrew Cuomo is the rules don't apply to him. So he announced, actually, on Monday, that he would be spending Thanksgiving with his 89-year-old mother and his two daughters. That was exciting stuff. Here he was yesterday.
The story is my mom is going to come up, and two of my girls is the current plan. But the plans change, but that's my plan.
That was his plan. You see, so he said, you can't have Thanksgiving with your family. You are one of the common folk. No Thanksgiving with your family. But you know who can have Thanksgiving with his 89-year-old mother and his two daughters? Wait, you know what I was told? I was told intergenerational dinners that are filled with people eating turkey in a closed room. That's a bad idea. So he's got his 89-year-old mom and his two daughters, who last I checked, I believe are in their 20s. And they're all in the same room together. And they're sharing dinner. Isn't that nice? He's having a Thanksgiving, guys. We can't begrudge it. I mean, he's been working hard at killing all the old folks in the state. He's been working super hard at writing a book about how wonderful he is while people die. He won an Emmy. We cannot begrudge him his Thanksgiving dinner. These standards do not apply to Andrew Cuomo. Okay, so he now revised that. Later in the day, his office issued a statement clarifying the plans have changed. His senior advisor, Rich Azzopardi, told the Wall Street Journal, given the current circumstances with COVID, Cuomo will have to work through Thanksgiving. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? By the way, he said on Sunday, quote, next Thanksgiving, you'll ask yourself, did I do everything I could to keep my community safe? The rules don't apply if you are a special. If you are a special, the rules simply do not apply to you. It's really exciting stuff. That's really, really nice. Isn't that? I mean, if you're Andrew Cuomo, you just can do whatever the hell you want. It's pretty great. If you're one of the commoners, however, you just get boned. If you're one of the commoners, then they can do whatever they want to you. Facts don't care about your feelings, and it's a fact that The Ben Shapiro Show is the largest conservative podcast in the nation. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our content.